Yeah, I'm still out here walking. Beautiful. First time I came out here, I saw so many deer. It was such a blessing. Oh my gosh, and I was up so close to them and they didn't run. And they were just checking me out just like I was checking them out. I think I saw about 6 deer. And they were together. I'm out here this morning, I haven't seen a single deer. So I was truly blessed to be able to see them. I was thinking, about a situation. Someone did me wrong. You know, it was a man who was not completely truthful with me. If he had told me the truth, he would have saved me the hurt and the pain. Because I acted based on believing him. But I asked God for greater discernment, and I need to choose to, and I do choose to pay closer attention to the red flags and heed them and stand by them regardless. So that's my lesson. But, I also chose to say, wait a minute, I'm not going to hold on to this. Wait a minute. I want to love. I want to feel love. I'm about love. And, the reality is when a person is dishonest with you, someone's behind me. When a person is dishonest with you or just outright lies to you, there's something wrong with them up here. Something ain't right yet. They ain't got it together yet. Spiritually and emotionally. They don't have it together yet. They got to lie to you. They can't be truthful. Hello. And you are over the age of 18, at least over 21. You're an adult. We want to deal with mature adults. And a lot of people aren't there yet. Hey. So that's why we have to have discernment and ability to recognize the character, the level of emotional and spiritual development of the person that we're dealing with. And that was my lesson. So I have to be extremely aware and careful and stick to my guns going forward, especially with men. So, but don't hold on to the disappointment and the hurt. It only hurts you. Let it go. I'm even forgiving this person. Not for them, for me, baby, because I want to continue to love. I want to keep that space open in myself to love the right person who comes into my life, who will love me and who will be honest with me. Full disclosure. That's what I want. So, I don't want anyone who's got problems and they're living a dysfunctional way of interacting with people. It's okay to have problems, but face them and be a man about them. Don't, and I am so over with the playing the games, the games people play, the games men play with women and stuff. I am so over that. I'm at the age where I am totally over that. I don't want that anymore. I don't want to be dating lots of men. I ain't gonna be sleeping with lots of men. All that's for the birds, baby. I'm not going through that. I don't have time for that. I don't want that energy. I don't want those dysfunctional feelings and experiences. And truthfully, this is the reality. If it ends up where I'm not with anyone for the rest of my life because I don't meet the man who is upfront, honest, full disclosure with me, then that's just the way it'll have to be because I'm not going to settle, not settling at all. Get hurt settling. At least I do. I get hurt settling. I can't settle. I won't settle anymore. So the person would have to meet me with full arms open wide, hands wide open, willing to give freely, just as I am. So yeah, just know when the person. Now, but you got to know this. You got to know that you have not been playing games with that person. You have been honest and upfront with them. Don't play games. Now, if you playing games and you not honest and upfront yourself, and then they do something that you feel is hurtful, then you got to hold accountability for what you did. But if you know you have been the mature adult, upfront and honest with them, being a friend, been loving and kind and caring, and then they do something that disrespects you, dishonors your humanity, your personhood, then know that they got some mixed up shit going up in their head. And really you don't want to have to deal. I don't. And the sooner you find it out, actually, the better, because you don't have to get further involved and further emotionally entangled and attached to that person, because then when it comes, it's going to be more painful. It may be even harder to separate. So it's a blessing if the dysfunction, the flaws and things come out sooner than later. And for me, this one came out sooner. So I'm happy about that. Oh yeah, I hurt and I cried and I beat my little pillow, because I wanted to get the anger out. I don't want to carry the anger in me either. I don't want to carry the sadness and the pain and the anger inside of me either. So I journal, talk about it, ask questions, all that stuff. I'm going in the direction opposite the sun. We have to process, learn, and grow. But, and because, like I say, I choose love, and I want to behave in a loving manner, kind manner to myself, kind manner to others. This person was not kind to me, was not caring. And when you come across some person who does you wrong, who causes you harm in some way, know that something ain't right up in here with them. They got some issues. They do. Because a person who is truly loving and caring and wants to express love in their life and has made that choice and is thinking in a functional way, they're not going to do anything to deliberately hurt you. They're not going to be deliberately dishonest with you. They're not going to deliberately withhold information from you to mislead you. They're not going to do that. So you heal. I chose to heal from that and recognize and realize that that person got a problem that they have to deal with. I don't want to deal with it. Of course, that person has lost. I don't trust that person, so whatever trust I had in that person now is gone, of course. They did that, not me. They made that choice. They have to live with that. I may never see that person again. And that's good, because I don't want to see them if they have not healed themselves and evolved, because I don't want to be hurt anymore. So the greatest lesson is if you find out early, before you get too involved, too attached in a relationship, who the person truly is. And I could have prevented this hurt. I could have, but I was not, I guess, emotionally and spiritually there yet. So I guess I could not have if I wasn't there yet. But if I had really honored the red flags and things that I had seen, I could have avoided that. But again, that's a lesson I have to learn, and I live with, and I take account of it. I'm responsible for my actions. I see that and I recognize that. So anyway, let's be careful out here and who we choose to mingle with, who we choose to get involved with. Just don't play no games, y'all. People have feelings, and you've been hurt. If you're not psychopathic, you feel pain too. You get your feelings hurt and you don't like it. So don't do it to somebody else. It's simple. And if you feel hurt, don't do the play I'm going to pay you back game. Don't do the vengeance game. I know you want to, because, yeah, I feel good. Yeah, I'm going to get them back. Ask God. So try to transmute that and grow in love. Be assertive. Let them know how you feel about what they did, how it hurt you. Let them know. That's called being assertive. And then protect yourself going forward, but leave yourself open so that you can love someone else who is truly mature and ready and able and wanting to love you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. But if you build up bitterness and resentment and game plan and become vengeful and all of that, then you close yourself off to true love, because a person who's seeking true love and giving true love does not want to be involved with anyone who's playing games. Okay, and anyone who is insincere. They will not be involved with you, trust me. They will walk away. So you have the choice. So that means you have the power. Blessings.